Meditation found me years ago, but at the time I didn't understand what it was or that it even existed. Mom believed in prayers and shared some of her rituals with me, some of which I still practice to this day. Dad was an atheist, but there were a few times he admitted to believing in a higher power or source. That was as far as he'd go with it. Otherwise, he'd just joke about St. Peter not allowing him into the pearly gates of heaven. He believed that people took the Bible too literally and that much of its true meaning was often lost in translation. Prayer was certainly not a part of his daily life, but maybe meditation was at times. He probably reached constant states of elevation by allowing absence of thought to find him. Even he, the non-believer, the smoking meditator, surely found solace in those moments where thoughts escaped him and his only focus was to simply be alive. He was, in essence, meditating. I wonder now if he realized that as he canoed down the Sibun River in Belize, it's very likely that he was meditating. I'm guessing that his focus was often directed to the sound of the river, the falling of leaves into the water, and the sunlight glistening on the tiny waves around him. He was likely in tune with the movement of his body as he switched his paddle from side to side, going downstream in the middle of rich forestry in his favorite country in all the world. This is just one example of how meditation is different for everyone. Anything that you do that you lose your sense of time, space, and dimension puts you in a state of meditation. This means that you could be meditating when you're painting, dancing, playing a guitar, anything that takes you into a space where you lose track of time can be a form of meditation. That's why some people hike or even do walking meditations. There's no one way to do it. All you're trying to do is fixate your mind on something so that your thoughts can slow down and eventually become absent. This makes space for connection to the divine. This makes new ways for ideas, information, solutions, answers to your questions. Some people also use yoga for meditation, since their thoughts shift to their bodies, poses, and balance. How long should you meditate? 15 to 20 minutes is a good time span to meditate. You may find that in those 15 minutes, you spend only 3 minutes in the zone or where there's absence of thought. It's okay, it's enough. You may find that the minute you realize you lost all your thoughts, they begin again. It's okay, it's enough. Once you experience this zone, where there's absence of thought, you'll likely want to experience it again and again. Meditating for 15 minutes every day will make way for more ease and flow in your daily life. As you continue on your journey, you'll find that you receive guidance more readily on small and big things. In the days, weeks, and months that follow, things become increasingly clearer to you. This even includes things like what to cook, which way to turn, who to call, when to stay home, etc. Unshaken and unmoved. Every time I'm out of sync with my meditation practice, quiet and downtime, things feel disruptive. My mind gets foggy, and I'm more easily overwhelmed, like yesterday when I found myself feeling lost. I know a lot of these feelings of disconnect are tied to a lack of meditation. I can remember times being so in tune with my connection to God that it felt I could walk blindfolded. Can you imagine what that kind of guidance feels like? There's a feeling of being grounded that comes when we keep our connection to Source, God, alive. It's as if you're a giant tree. Your exterior may sway and dance in the wind, or the what is of reality, but the core of you is unshaken and unmoved, grounded, deeply rooted. There were times meditation meant doing yoga, heading out on a hike, or just being generally quiet. Whatever ways I found, they were like a lifeline to a place of calm and knowing. The knowing that meditation provides is what leads you to do right action, and there are two kinds of actions: inspired action versus motivated action. Answers come, and you are led more by inspired action instead of motivated action. Motivated action can be narrowed down to the things you must do for a specific outcome. Inspired action can be narrowed down to the things you are led to do by your intuition. The outcome is almost irrelevant. You just know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and it just flows. Period. Life is so much easier when we allow our higher selves to guide us. That guidance comes from a place of clarity, ease, and flow, and that space is created when we meditate. Outside of doing yoga, taking a hike, or just finding quiet time alone, you may be considering the conventional concept of meditation. Minus the lotus position and making the yam sound for hours on end, here's my simple take on how to include conventional meditation as a part of your daily life. Focus on your breath or the air conditioning. One of the things to keep in mind when meditating is that you're trying to find something to focus on that has no meaning to you. This could be the flickering of a flame, your breath as it goes in and out of your tummy, or even the air conditioning. I learned about listening to the air conditioning from Esther Hicks. It really is a splendid idea. Basically, you want to connect an action, breath, or object, flame, that doesn't evoke thought. If you choose to focus on your breath, use your visualization to follow it. As you breathe in, connect to it. You'll become distinctly aware of its magnificence. Do you realize that all you are is really breath? If you have no breath, you are not here. As it enters, follow it and let it go all the way down to your tummy. Most people tend to breathe in and they think it stops at their chest. The action of inhaling basically fills your body with oxygen, first to your lungs, then to your heart, and onward to the rest of your body. As your chest and tummy feel filled with air, slowly release that breath and start it all over again. While this explains what meditation is, the general idea of it, and how to go about doing it, here are 5 simple steps that could help you to create the right environment and start your meditation practice today. 5 simple steps before you inhale, exhale, namaste. 1. Find a quiet and spacious spot in your home that's easy to access at all times. Is it possible to put something in that space that is a reminder of meditation, quiet, or silence? It will help to create a visual, internal understanding that this is your place of meditation. Some people use an altar, but you might use a simple photo or element that tells you, this is the spot where I connect to my higher self. 2. Choose a time of day that works with the daily operations of your home. If you have a big family or other people to consider, then this time would be either when they are out of the house, all quiet, or asleep. This time could be morning, midday, or night. It all depends on what works best for your lifestyle. 3. Think of a position for your body that is comfortable. Are you able to sit cross-legged? Do you need back support? Are you better off laying on the floor? Will you likely need a chair? Consider what's the best possible way for you to be in a still position for at least 15 minutes at a time, in a way that your body will be comfortable doing so. This allows you to put your attention only on your choice of focus: breath, a mantra, flame, air conditioning. 4. Set a timer. You can set a timer for 15 minutes on your phone. I usually set mine for 18 minutes, and I use the 3 minutes to light my candles or sage or get comfy. 5. Close your eyes. Even if you use a flame for your meditation as something for you to focus on, eventually your eyes will close. Just close your eyes and start to focus on your object of attention. Breath, air conditioning, flickering flame, or whatever serves you best. As you close your eyes, you're blocking out all the external stimuli. As thoughts come, and they will, let them rise and let them fall. Let them come and let them go. Just witness them as if though they are cars passing by. And each time you're aware that you're thinking a thought, come back to your object, your breath, the flickering flame, air conditioning, whatever it was that you chose. As you become more and more aware of your ability to be connected to Source, you'll naturally draw your focus back to your object of attention. One meditation a day helps the clarity stay. Before you know it, 15 minutes will have passed, and you'll carry on and get back to daily living. Just remember, as the days, weeks, and months pass by, you'll understand how important it is to find your way to Source at least once a day, whether it be through conventional meditation, being in complete awe of a rose, falling instantly in love with a puppy, or taking quiet alone times for yourself. As with all things, there's always more to learn. Studying the teachings of Abraham Hicks has given me a much better understanding in all the ways in which we connect to our higher selves. His simplification of meditation has helped me to understand the purpose of it. Some days it's a hummingbird outside, but if I can fit in a conventional meditation at least once a day, I will get back to feeling completely guided. One meditation a day helps the clarity stay. Outside of these pointers, you can always look up meditation videos on YouTube. They are often specific to your desires. For example, if you're trying to quell anxiety or stress, just search for a meditation that helps alleviate those, or any other nagging human emotions that are wreaking havoc on your feeling centered and grounded. One of the things I've found in meditation is that as you breathe and you focus on your object, eventually you will lose track of those thoughts. And it's almost like you'll go to the center of your forehead and you could see lights. You can get a vision of purples, pinks, or maybe a clear white light or a clear bright light. Another thing that can happen is you can feel light. Your body can feel light. You may also experience twitching. It's just Source. It's pure light energy flowing through you. Sometimes you will have visions. You can have a clear knowing. And sometimes you won't have anything but 15 minutes of fidgeting. Just relax, breathe into it, come back another day. Namaste.